everyone. Welcome to my weekly Meltdown coverage of the Challenge Double Agents finale. And for real this time, this was the finale.
Yes.
It'd be an hour and a half, and I could tell you right now about 30 of it could have been trimmed from the kayaking.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we've got Tyler with us. Hello to everyone in the chat. And we've got Bill Methling, one of our patrons, and a great patron.
Allison, will you just get out of your seat and start helping me drink this pig's blood? Like, seriously, what the F? Like, seriously, you're going to make us lose. I'm dying here. I've been throwing up. You know I said last time I can't do food challenges. I need your help.
That was actually my question throughout this whole finale. Bill was like, how long are they gonna like make these poor people have like blood literally all over their face?
It's ridiculous.
I told Bill, if somebody doesn't give Amber a nappy to wipe her face with, I'm gonna lose it, because I'm sitting here doing this while watching. Because my OCD is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Poor Amber. But I guess it's all worth it when you win 900,000, right?
Do I want to know what's on your face, Bill?
It's just fake blood. Like costume blood.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I never know
what
fake blood on hand. You know, that's I don't know.
Oh, always have a little extra fake blood on hand, you know.
Could have been ketchup.
You never know.
Backpack at all times.
It's Wednesday. You may need a little fake blood.
Yeah.
You never know what'll happen. I fell in some bushes today and cut my face a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. That's what I get for going outside. So whatever. My therapist told me to go outside for 5 minutes every day and enjoy the air. My ADD kicks in, and I decide to mess with a bush, and I lean over too far and I fall in the small one under it.
I think this is one point in favor of dogs versus cats. You know, they kind of force you to go outside, you know, to walk them and potty them and stuff. But cats are just like, no, I'll just be a shut-in every day.
I'm just going to stick to my Valium. So anyway, I love it, Bill. But you're going to have to wipe it off before I lose it.
Oh, my God, seriously?
So you can leave it on if you want.
I mean, there's no way to get it off at this point, right?
Okay,
it's on there forever.
We're in it for the long haul, just like this season.
Oh, my goodness.
I just want to say to start off the show, after seeing the preview for next week's reunion, I can't wait for Fessy. But I just want to say, forgive me, Jesus, and all the children around the world watching. Sam, who's a junior in high school. Fuck you, Fessy. I have sat here for 20 weeks. I went and counted. December 10th was the first show we did. That's over 4 months ago. And you can't even, what the hell? Even like, TJ's like, you got to hurry up. What are you going to do? I mean, it's like, I don't get it, man. It's ridiculous. And it's like Corey said, here's the little window with him talking. Well, if my partner hadn't blown her knee out, we'd be winning right now. Oh, I still doubt it.
I love that Corey like said in confessional, he was like, I guarantee you, put the confessional right here. Fessy's gonna say, well, you know, if it wasn't for Casey, I would have like won this final hands down. Yeah. And I just love that the editors kind of like buried him a little bit more by playing Karma Chameleon over like his like exiting montage. I just thought that was so fitting for you know, just them like weeping into each other's arms and like seeing their fond farewell. It was very satisfying.
The music from this show is everything that's on my iHeartRadio playlist. It is so funny. It's like, I know all these songs. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, see it, dude. I'm like, this is so good. And the All Stars. It is the same thing. I'm in heaven with this music. Heaven.
But God, yeah. I mean, Caitlin Weaver says 4.5 months later, the season is finally over. So, Bill, how do you feel about like now that the season is over? What are your thoughts on the Challenge Double Agents as a whole?
Ooh, as a whole, well, I was going to say, like, specifically this episode, I think Nani summed it up the best when she was talking about the put your face in the ice bucket. This whole episode was simply unnecessary.
Yes. I mean,
it was simply just a race for second place and an out of the blue retirement party, and that's it. And the glossing over Amber and CT winning is how I felt.
An hour and a half for that.
I went to the bathroom in the beginning of this show Okay. And look, it wasn't a tinkle. Okay. So it took a little time. And when I came back, they were still kayaking.
Yeah.
Okay. That could have been trimmed.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean that ad revenue is hard to give up if you're MTV and you're just playing ridiculousness all day long, I guess. But like it's just like so drawn out at this point, and Nani like was literally all of us being like, really, is this necessary? Like not even giving like good TV. Just you can just tell she's just like over it at this point.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I don't think it's like good TV either at this point, right? Like, do we as the viewers enjoy seeing them dip their head in ice cold water? Is that fun to watch for anybody?
I only enjoy it when TJ laughs about it.
That's 100% true. I think they dropped the ball on this final challenge, or at least the fact that they're cutting it up into 2 episodes, because it just felt like we were getting nothing. It was bad TV. This was bad challenges, bad checkpoints for like, TV purposes. There was nothing entertaining about it. And it was built for CT, the tanagram man. We knew it, or tanagrams. I'm not the math teacher. I'm an English teacher. I don't know which one it is.
It is. Look, we get it.
Okay. And so this is built for CT, and then he just happened to luck out with Amber to start, who is the runner. And because he realized there's more running coming, just kept with it. And, I mean, hey, good on the rookie. Good on the rookie. I am a big Amber fan.
Great.
Amber, if I can go into it a little bit, I love Amber. I think she was unjustly eliminated from her Big Brother 16 season. And I think that, and then she was, I believe, an alternate for All Stars and didn't make it there and got moved over to the challenge. And this is just the big Amber middle finger to Beast Mode Cowboy, to Zach Rance, to Frankie Grande, to Big Brother. Hello, Amber. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I can't. Hey, before we get anywhere, Tyler, say hi to the people in the chat. I'm not going to try to pronounce names anymore.
Sure. So, of course, we have, as always, our wonderful mod, Matt Henning, Adrian Celeste, JL, John P. Music, let's see, Miles Suchoff, Caitlin Weaver,
JL, I can say that one.
And so that's it for now. And also the people that are not in the chat, those like myself that just kind of like lurk and watch live shows. Hello to everybody that's watching. But yeah, I mean, like this really was like a breakout first season for Amber, and it's very rare that like a rookie goes all the way to the end and has like just like a bomb-ass final performance. So we have to give it up to her. She really was the MVP of the season, I think.
I think she did a great job. I have zero issues with anything she did. Yeah. I mean, I really think she played a great game. This is what she was made for.
Yeah.
And totally. I'm happy to see her on it. I'm still like, why Fessy? I can't drop it. Like, I cannot drop it. Like, why are you such a quitter? You're such a winner, but you are not a good example for kids who watch this show. You're not. Yeah. That was horrible sports. That was poor sportsmanship.
He's just a big wuss, like honestly. Like that's really what it boils down to. And I can't wait for everybody to like gang up on him a little bit during the reunion. That's what it seems like is gonna happen. He just has this like fuckboy like persona, like somebody.
Oh my god, tell me about it.
He's like hot shit and like the new face of the challenge, and like he's not, and I don't think he ever will be. So it's just like I get like secondhand embarrassment watching him.
Yeah, let's bring back for a second, and I don't think that the producers didn't do their due diligence on researching Fessy. If I may take you back a couple years to Big Brother 20, Fessy encountered this crap app. It was like a punishment, and guess what that was called? The Amazon app, which was an eating punishment, and he did it so poorly, so much he was trying to eat vegan ham and just couldn't get it down. And if you don't think that the producers realized this and put some non-kosher meat and blood and all this crap right in front of him, and didn't think that this was going to be an issue, especially after didn't he like crap out of it during the actual, didn't they do an eating challenge previous a couple weeks ago, right? And
yeah.
Yeah,
He pitched in.
yeah, exactly. And so I feel like this is just all set up and made Casey look fantastic. But here's the turn, and I mentioned this last week in that I couldn't do it either. This is eating challenges are outside of spicy sauce. Like outside of that, I can't handle it. I can't do it. I would throw up before I even it reached my lips. And so I'm not saying that Fessy should have sat down, but I understand.
I think.
So
Listen,
I agree with that, Bill. But like, if my partner had just like broken their fucking leg, like because I am the one pushing them too hard, like that's when I have to like have a little bit of introspection and say to myself, like, okay, I need to drink this blood just to like do something for this team because I have like utterly ruined it. And the best part is he could have had Amber B. Let's not like gloss over that either. He could have had the winning female in this the final. So jokes on him the whole way through.
Miles wants us to talk about something real quick. Please talk about the sneak peek where it said 24 and okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I thought that it was going to be like they were going to show the name of the next season and all kinds of stuff. It was just challenge activated. Are you kidding me? They spit out a new challenge. This is over. We're going to have a new challenge in a month.
Filming starts tomorrow, actually.
Cover it. Okay.
Jail's coming for me in the chat here. He said, "Don't defend Fessy." I'm not saying Fessy's a good person.
No,
I'm not saying Fessy's a good partner, but his partner had one leg and he can't handle that food. So I understood.
Well, we as people who are watching it from the safety of our own homes, like sitting on the couch being like, oh, like what a wuss, like we could not do that either. But it's passenger seat driving at this point.
Do you remember like on the OJ? Well, first of all, Bill, if you and I were partners, I would have taken it for the team for you. I would have eaten all of it. I would have done it. I would have done it for both of you. I would have done it. But here's the thing. One thing I could not do. Do you remember on Survivor OG when they used to eat tarantulas?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was my moment of I'm going to faint and throw up and probably throw up and then faint my puke. And plus Corey's freaking throwing up. If they ever remake The Exorcist, there's your guy. My God, that went everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, stop it with the vomit.
The instant throw, the instant vomit, just in and then immediately out. I guess that counts. I guess I could do that.
Yeah, you could do that. Just act like you swallowed it and then just puke.
I think if your production, like the most important thing you get out of that challenge is like the puking montage. Like that's like the only like funny like thing that they can get out of it. So I think that strategy would actually work. Like just eat it to just like puke it up and be like, cool, you got your shots. Like I'm this me puking will be all over the internet for the rest of my life. Are you guys happy? Can we move on to the next thing, which is going into this like stupid cave and like sleeping on like a cot with like the 20-degree weather or whatever. I don't know.
Do you know what I thought when I saw the cave and I didn't know what was going on at first?
It looked pretty.
I thought drones.
Oh God!
That was the first thing I thought. They're gonna do some ridiculous, and we bitched about it last week. They're gonna throw
bad
some
TV.
Yeah, we're gonna throw.
That's what I said, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, I said on this show that drone challenge was like in the top 10 worst challenges that they have ever done. In the
it was so comical. It was tongue in cheek, hilarious. It was so actually kind of entertaining because it was just so bad.
Yeah, it was like product placement, but like nobody finished it because the drones like all failed. Like it was I don't know. So like maybe they would still be there during the final if they had to like successfully fly one of those drones through the cave.
I can hear Tyler bitching during that competition. Oh, this is clearly not an Apple product. This has got to be Samsung.
Hey, the new iMacs were revealed yesterday. Very excited about that.
Get out of here.
I've heard good things. Before we totally cut Fessy off from this conversation and just move on, like how about that just like overly produced? You know that there's producers in his face saying you need to take a couple of these pieces of whatever this is, put it in your mouth, take a couple sips because you want to play again, right? We want you here. And if you don't do this, then you're going to get the TJ see you never and you're done. So you can't do that. You can't go out like
that's a really good point, Bill. Like, why didn't TJ give him the see you never? Like,
why didn't he?
TJ has scolded people for far less than what Fessy did here, and especially given the circumstance of him pushing Casey like far too hard, where she like breaks her fucking hip or whatever. Like I just like I don't understand like the coddling there, where like they don't like tell him off like right in that moment.
No,
I don't get it.
He should have bent him over and given him the 50 states. You know what I'm saying? That was for Beth. Our horrible bosses. I'm like, I'd bend him over.
Oh, that's
give
the
him all
reference.
50.
I was wondering where that was from. You're right.
The reference went right over.
That's the
cut,
thing.
Allison.
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's totally the same.
But no, I would say like overall, I'm happy for the 6 people that made like the 3 teams that crossed the finish line. All relatively like good, honest people, like outside of the challenge in the show. So I'm happy to see the 6 of them rewarded. Do we think that Leroy is like truly done with the challenge? Is my question.
Bill, that's yours.
Oh man, there is nothing I hate more in playing a game online and watching games where we have a public retirement in the middle of the game. I will, if you see me in an online game and you say this is your last game, just know that I'm going to try to get you out until you're gone. I just think that I get it. I get why it was good for the show, and I get honoring him if this truly is his last season. But like, why now? Why is it coming out now? And that's like the only bit of respect I have for it is that it came out in the last episode. He hasn't been talking about it all season. Thank goodness. Yeah. That would have been horrible and just, oh my gosh, it would just drag on forever and ever. But like, I understand there is some strategy in that it, it does bring forth empathy and sympathy and like, oh, I really want Leroy to do well. And, it motivated his partner a little bit. And, it gets the, the tears flowing for Leroy and brings some entertainment into this episode that, really produced zero. And I understand, but a public retirement when all these people have their price. There's this thing called All-Stars. There's this thing called Legends. There's this thing called, the first time we're doing it for 2 million. The first time we're playing for 5 million. The first time we're playing for 10 million, Or, you want us to, we'll put, you and Cam are going to get married. Well, how about you play and then we'll pay for your wedding. He's coming back.
He's coming. He's going to be on All-Stars too. I was waiting for him to whip a ring out.
Right?
I seriously
oh my God! I would have cherry on the...
I mean, I was like, "Where's the ring, Leroy?" Like,
it's at the bottom of the ice bucket that you have to dip your head into.
That was the thing. It's like you're drinking the champagne. Someone puts the engagement ring in your drink, and you drink it and you swallow the sumbitch. I mean, it's like it's just
in the sheep's heart.
Duh. Yeah.
I thought it was sweet how like they were telling each other while they were trying to sleep in the cave, like, I can't wait to start our life together. Like I thought that was really sweet and something that kept both of them going and in like a good headspace. The montage of like the clips of Leroy at the end I could have done without, because like none of those clips that they picked really were like, whoa, I remember that moment in the challenge. And I think like that's the problem here is like has Leroy been here and like done a lot of challenges? Yes, but like, is he like breaking like any kind of records or like, being considered like one of the best, like physically, strategically, character-wise? Not really.
No, I think he's just a good guy. Yeah. I think that's what it is. And I mean, and I was a little, I just kind of felt like he was entertaining when he was on the Real World, and he's like that guy. He's like your friend. Like, I could be friends with Leroy because we could cut up and it would be fine. But he's got that dry sense of humor, and he's just on it. He just says what, and he does it. And I just like him. And I think it's because he's an all around good guy. And Cam is awesome. And I really like them as a couple. And I really wanted a ring. I wanted a ring, Leroy. Where's my ring?
Oh, don't worry.
We're going to see it, right?
And we'll see it on MTV.
Yeah. It's going to be, Bill and I are calling it now, the Challenge Legends. Leroy's going to be back with Cam, and there will be an engagement.
I'd be okay with that.
You think?
If you scour the internet, it's all we love Leroy and Cam. And I mean, who doesn't? They are a great couple. They represent so well, and they're such quality characters, and they have character, like good character. And that's important. And don't think they're going to let this relationship slip away. Like, come on. It's coming back. We're gonna see more of them.
Henning brings up a good point. He says you might get a ring at the reunion.
That's the idea, Henning. There you go.
I want a ring.
I'm okay with that.
I want a ring, and it's not even my engagement.
Pull a Robin Amber. That's what the challenge needs, right? Whip out the ring at the finale, or the reunion, and seal the deal. Especially if that's like your last appearance ever on the challenge. I think that's good.
Not
Right, but yeah, right. But no, I just thought like all 6 of them were like pretty outstanding people, and I'm glad to see they were rewarded. I mean, like Corey, like I think that he's like a really good guy as well, and it was sweet, like him showing like the picture of his kids after he crossed the finish line. I thought that was sweet too. Yeah, I don't know.
Was Corey always a good guy, Allison? I know you're like you're the historian here. Was Corey always? He wasn't always. He was like the biggest really flirt, like the biggest guy going girl to girl, right?
He was kind of a little man whore, and his head was not always in the right place. But
when you look like that and you're in your early 20s, like and you're single,
good on.
Why not, right?
Yeah, some of us didn't go through that because we had children.
Some of them just never went through that because I was
because life is cruel.
Yeah, he was a little unstable or whatnot, and I wasn't a big fan. But now, he's a good guy. I like him like I like Leroy. I think for a lot of people, and this includes my son, because oh my God, when children come into it, it really does change you, and you really start thinking, and you don't want to have anything to do with the drama. You're laser focused. You really do become laser focused. But can I bring up some side notes?
Yes, can't wait.
Just 3 things that I need to kind of. And I'm not going to go on a big tangent. I don't have the fly swatter.
A tanagram. It's called the tanagram, Alan.
Why is Laguna Beach coming? Like, why do we need Laguna Beach to come back? No, I can't. No, you shush. And I'll listen to me. It does not need to come back. It's over. And this isn't like the real world homecoming where there's a purpose. This is fucking Laguna Beach, and I don't need it. And I don't need whatever her name is who left that she looks anorexic with the blonde hair. Who is she?
Kristen Cavallari.
I don't need to see her walking in slow-mo, taking a mask off. Another thing, Siesta Key. I don't want to see 2 bitches fighting over being a salon and salons and stuff. Like, what is this fresh hell? And third, what is this match me if you can shit with Ashley?
Probably the greatest thing ever.
Oh, okay. Bill, is this the replacement for X on the Beach?
I would imagine so. I think, it's a brand new thing. And I mean, they only showed 2 people today, but if you look up the cast, it's like full of reality people taken from all types of shows.
Natalie
Negrotti, baby. Okay, so Natalie Negrotti is like the biggest crush I ever had on a reality person in my entire life. And so when I was trying to get on Sequester, I would always tell Audrey, hey, I need Natalie Negrotti because I know you're friends with her. Put her on my season. Never happened. She put a girl like that on my season for me. She's like, here, good luck with this. But it wasn't Natalie. I'm like so excited to see Natalie again.
Oh
listen, I want to give my
Walmart version of X.
Yes, that is true.
It's the Equate brand.
Listen, Allison, we need to turn this bus around on how we view Kristen Cavallari, because she is reality TV greatness. And she was way ahead of her time at just being like independent, like boss bitch, like not caring what anybody thought about her, breaking hearts, like saying what she wanted, like put Kristen Cavallari, like when she was young, like on TV now, people would stand the hell out of her on Twitter and like everywhere else. She was just very like an unapologetically like mean, honest, strong woman, and I've always really liked her. I liked her show on E, where she was married to that guy. She just
Cutler, Chicago Bears quarterback. Now they're divorced.
And she has 3 kids with weird names.
If Kristen Cavallari wrote a book, I would buy that book.
Oh my God, Tyler! When does it end? When does it end, Diane? Like, when does it end? Like.
She's the only one like from the hills that I like respect as a human being. But
is it Laguna Beach or the hills? What is it?
It's the hills. It's the hills. But whenever those shows are slumping, they need to bring in Kristen Cavallari to pump life back into it.
Is it not the same thing as the hills? Am I confused? Did I call it the wrong show?
So Lauren Conrad from Laguna Beach moved to what was it, like LA or New York or something, to like get her internship, and that's when like The Hills like started, and it was like its own spin-off, which was like probably more popular than Laguna Beach, but that's where we get like Heidi and Spencer and all of those people.
There's nothing
There we go.
I love more. I love Spidey, but there's nothing.
You love Spidey, but you don't like Kristen Cavallari.
Yes, suck on it.
Spidey.
Listen, there's nothing I love more than a show about rich people. Young rich people who've never had to earn a gosh damn thing.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
It makes me so angry.
What about
But hey,
rich
they're on
old
TV
people,
now.
Allison? Are you cool with that? If like they're like, if I was young Laguna Beach age, I feel like I would be like, oh man, that's cool. Like maybe like I can make it work out for myself. But if they're like much younger, then I do resent it as well. Like when I hear all these college athletes, getting into the, I'm like, man, there's, I like people retire at my age from the NFL, and these kids are making 22, making millions. It's crazy.
Where are your children? All of you bitches have children on Laguna Beach. Where are they? Even Snooki left fucking Jersey Shore to be a mother. Like, where are your children when you're out? The guys end up doing all your dumb shit. Where are they? Oh, with their nannies.
The nannies.
Listen, I'll always
Speaking of nanny,
but you are right, Allison. And I don't know if you saw The Hills like series finale, but they revealed that it was scripted. Like they had like one final scene, and then like no, it was really cool actually. Like the Hollywood backdrop like cut away, and they showed it was like a TV set. So they were saying like all of this shit was like fake and scripted. So like I know it's fake and scripted, but like I will always be happy to see Kristen Cavallari back.
You and my sister Stephanie are so she watched that kind of stuff, and I would just walk through the living room and watch for about 2 seconds and go, I could say so many things, but you are such in a trance over this.
It gave
like,
The Soup a lot of material. You remember that show, The Soup?
Dude, I watched the premiere episode of Talk Soup in December.
Are those the same show?
Okay,
with Joel
you
McHale?
really want to know my age?
Talk Soup and The Soup, are they the same?
Greg Kinnear started hosting the Talk Soup, and I think it was December of 1991 or 90. Either one. I watched the premiere episode. I lived for Talk Soup.
I wasn't born yet.
Loved it. I hate you. You and I have already, I hate you because of my symptoms from the shot, and you're squatting 900 pounds. But listen, and I'm dying from the chills, and I can't lift my arm. But here's the thing. I sneezed so hard the other day. I thought I was going to have an aneurysm from the shot. But he's like, oh, I feel fine. I'm out in fucking park with my dog.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you.
I forgot where I was going.
Well, you know what we just did, Allison? What we just did was exactly what MTV did. They started us with the show, and they realized they got everything out of the way. Amber and CT are in the lead the whole time. Got it. And then they cut to, let's just show this other show, and let's just show, what is it? Match Me If You Can. Let's just intersplice that. I feel like that's what we just did. We just interspliced a totally different show into the finale here. It's great.
That's why it was an hour and a half, because they weren't ready last week with all of the Match Me If You Can commercials. And they know I'm watching, and they purposely threw in the Siesta Keys and Laguna Hills bullshit just to piss me off. That's it. Because nothing gets me more riled up than shows like that.
Laguna Hills. That is really good. I like that a lot.
Hashtag Laguna Hills.
The whole scene is them just like blinking at each other at a restaurant in the middle of the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm dating him again. I mean, we dated 12 years ago, and he totally cheated on me 17 times. But I feel like since I have a child now, I can make better decisions because I've been divorced already 4 times. So I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Tyler, you know what they're doing when they're blinking? They're just trying to remember what their lines are.
Right. Yeah. They're like, line?
Yeah, the blink is the cue to the screen, the script, right?
Cue card, please.
Kristen's like, I'm sorry, I have something in my eye.
That's right.
I forgot. I hate you, Lauren.
Bill, have you been watching the Challenge All Stars?
I haven't seen the episode this week, but other than that, yes.
What do you think so far?
I thought that after the first episode, there's 3 people that could win, and they clearly showed that, and that's about it. But then, did Nehemiah go home last week? I can't remember. Did he win? Oh,
he won.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so Nehemiah, how does Nehemiah not win
You're all
this
caught up
challenge?
because it doesn't come out till Thursdays.
Oh, okay, great. Then I'm caught up.
Okay, who went home last week? I can't remember.
Tech versus Nehemiah.
Oh, Tech. That was sad, actually. I love Tech. Tech, I don't know, for some reason, I was drawn to Tech when he was back on, whatever it was. I can't even remember so long ago. He was at Real World. I think it was Real World, right?
Hawaii.
And Hawaii. Oh man, that was my favorite season. I was just so drawn to Tech, and I couldn't believe I was seeing him again. I'm like, wow, he got old, but hey, he's still got that fun personality. I was hoping we'd see a lot more of him, and I hope he'd get really crazy. But now I'm just banking on Ruthie for my entertainment, and I can't wait.
Yeah, a lot of you, Anissa, is what she said.
Yeah, and the block of ice.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, I can't. I told Tyler, I said, this is like walking in on my parents when I'm 11 years old with them having sex. I can't unsee it. It was one thing when they did it 20 years ago, but now it's like, can we just not do some old challenges?
I mean, the weather, they're out in like a lodge in the middle of winter. They had to know that the ice was not going to melt by just their bodies. So I guarantee you guys that production had those hammers ready all along. They were just waiting until they got enough clips to make a montage of these overweight people doing swan dives over ice. It was very graceful. It was very hilarious to watch. But
and don't break the tiles with your hammer. Okay, well then what the? Okay, then what?
Those tiles looked like they were a Michael's craft project gone wrong.
That's Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Do I really care? No. I'm just thoroughly enjoying seeing these people back and being the same hot mess people that they have always been. It's weird how after all these years, these people are exactly the same.
You revert back to your old. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you do.
I agree.
Yeah, you revert back.
I mean, we saw with Trishelle and Katie. They were freak. And Katie was she had this out of body experience. She's like, this is not me anymore. Why am I falling into these old patterns and behaviors and stuff? And I'm like, God, that's probably so true. Once you have those cameras back in your face again, and you are surrounded by the same people that you were in your early 20s, just fucking around with, I'm sure you do fall into those similar habits. I don't know.
It's story.
Weird.
I have a story. Are you ready? Do you want to hear it?
Please.
Okay. At least you want to hear it this time. Do not mute me. I'm on. Got my hand on the button, Tyler. I want to see both hands right now. Do something. My sister-in-law and I graduated the same year from the same high school, and my brother's wife went to the 20-year high school reunion. We all slipped right back into where we were. I was not popular. She was not popular. We weren't really friends, but we were back in the nerd group. We were nerds. I don't care. I was friends with back when I was in high school, the gothic kids were called freaks. And I was, and I was considered what they called a frep. I was a prep who hung out with freaks. So that I even had a label. I was a frep. So all of us ended up on one side of the room, and all the popular and all the other people, and we are doing the same thing that we did at the lunch table in the 11th grade. Look at this bitch trying to fit in that mini skirt. Are you kidding me? It's over. Give me a break.
Yeah. I mean, we even saw it with the Real World Homecoming, how these people just went right back into who they were. Bill, did you watch that?
Which one?
The Real World Homecoming?
No, I have not.
That was so fucking good. If you watch any reality TV this year,
really?
That is
I haven't heard anything about it being good. Okay,
it should win an Emmy for reality TV. I'm that serious. It was that impressive. It's just so good. I just go ahead, Allison.
No, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying
okay.
I just kind of feel like you need to watch the first season of The Real World. This is what I would suggest. The first season of The Real World, I think, is only they're 30-minute long episodes, but if you pay for the Paramount option of no commercials, it's like 20 minutes. Unlike me, who pays for the no commercial option on Paramount Plus, and I'm still sitting in commercials. It's like 8 episodes. You could knock it out in an afternoon and then watch the real world. You're not really going to get a lot of it if you're not really familiar with how things went down.
Okay, so I would have to like do maybe a refresher. I bet you could go to like YouTube and find like a season 1 compilation recap of that season. Yeah. Okay, cool. I will do that and then I'll check into it. Okay. Now, I mean, I trust both of you with my reality TV viewing. So I'm down to check it out.
So good. Like I have. And I would do anything to have one of them. Like if we could interview one of them, I reached out to some of them and sadly have not heard back yet.
You reach out to Becky.
That's like number 7 out of 7.
Should I reach out to Becky? I'm a white girl.
She would respond to you better.
She might
probably
respond to me.
Go for it. What do we have to lose? But yeah, I don't. It was just so good, and we're getting a lot of people in the chat asking about Jamie, the political queen of the challenge.
Jamie, it's Jimmy. Oh
Jamie.
My God.
You're going to talk to me about pronunciation?
I know, I'm about to say, you're turning into me. How's that feel?
Right, exactly. Well, you've talked to my mom. She has like the same like thick Southern accent. But no, like very impressed with Jemmy's kind of like manipulating the house and snuggling up to Nehemiah when he needs a little loving and stuff like that. But she's like really guiding him through making these decisions through the season, and very impressed with both her and Nehemiah coming out of this episode. So we'll see.
Is it not just? Oh, go ahead, Allison.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it not just set up for like, Mark Long was the reason why that season came together. He was vocal about it on the internet, and MTV and Paramount Plus listened. But you just feel like this is set up for Anissa to finally get her win, right? Like this has got to be it.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
Yeah, I hope so. God.
I just.
And I don't know any spoilers. I don't even know if there are spoilers out there. I don't know anything, but
there are.
I would imagine. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
I don't know who won.
Yeah, me neither. I knew Amber won the second the season dropped, and
for purposes of the show and speculating, I have not read any spoilers. Don't worry. Guys.
Okay.
I want to try to be surprised, but I'm just happy that they did a flashback of Coral, who said my favorite line of all time out of all 21 years of the challenge: I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up.
Yeah.
That is the most amazing, because they had a girl on the show that season that wanted to wrestle with people, let's get our aggression out. We're not getting along. Let's just wrestle it out. And she's like, I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up. And I was like, done. Because now I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for someone to ask me to wrestle. Like I've been waiting for 21 years, so I can say that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get some bigger names for a second season of this, like Coral, like Evelyn.
Yeah, it was Chris.
Like Leroy.
Yeah.
No, stop it! Don't you dare put that back in the bottle right now. Oh God. Let's see. Oh yeah, I loved this. Also, who died when Karma Chameleon started playing during the Fessy segment? That was
perfect.
Great job, editors. You are the true winner of the challenge this season for just as like little slight digs that kind of probably go over like all these young kids' heads.
So does Fessy get better? Okay, we're back on Fessy. Does Fessy get better? Now he's going to see this edit. This is what he wants, right? He's just going to get worse. He's going to go completely Pauly Calafiore, right?
Yes, I mean we saw it in the preview for the reunion. He's like,
I didn't watch it.
With his like a fuckboy outfit, he's like, I'm the best of the best. Like, CT, you're not like all God's gift to this challenge earth. And I'm like, yes, he is.
Yes,
like,
he is.
Is like still God, and he's like what, like 50 years old at this point. And like, that's an exaggeration, but it's probably also not that far from the truth.
The only thing that has changed about Fessy is he's gone from a black turtleneck to a cream colored turtleneck in the reunion. Stop it. I don't like turtlenecks on men. Okay, I don't think it should be a thing.
It's weird.
It's awkward. I don't
Yeah.
know. No offense to anybody. No offense, Bill, if you wear turtlenecks.
I do not. I can't stand them at all. I mean, Jacob Jones can make it look good, but I cannot. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson can maybe pull it off in the 80s, but not for me. Sorry.
Does anybody watch that show, Little Dewey or whatever it's called, about The Rock growing up? Anybody watch that?
Nope.
No.
Okay, anyway, I love it. I just binge watched it the other day.
I only
Anyway,
watch reality competition. I really don't watch basic reality. It's always if it's not competition, I'm not interested.
I am currently watching Them on Amazon Prime. I don't know if anyone out there is watching that. Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
We have some requests to talk about the Challenge 37
yeah.
cast. So let me pull that up.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you pull that up, and then we should talk about CT for maybe a second because he won $450,000.
Yeah.
CT is 40. So congrats on 40, and congrats on your 40th challenge win. I don't know.
Did CT get canceled? Did you guys cancel CT? Is he totally canceled by you?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not canceled or anything. Of course, he had that big hiccup with Big T.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the edit usually really paints him as this anti-villain of the challenge, if that makes sense. But I feel like they leaned into more villain with how they portrayed the whole Big T stuff. So it was weird that I don't know. I read into the winners edit too much because in Survivor it's literally coded. Yeah, he's the oldest winner.
He learned from He learned from his mistake though. He didn't cut his part. He didn't swap partners at the end. He kept the partner that he was winning with. Thank goodness. At least that was okay. I'm not happy about the way that the Big T situation played out at all, and I'm not super excited about the way he was talking to Amber and the kayak win. I understand he's trying to win $450,000, but Amber is. Everyone call Kyle especially Amber's so fake. Amber's so fake. But just like Allison gets on Fessy used to maybe get on Fessy's IG. I would jump on some IG of Amber and see some of her lives, and she is just the sweetest. And she is a little spacey, and she does kind of have this floating through air aura about her, just whatever. And CT was talking about that, but that's really her. She's just genuinely kind, and people were giving her a bad rap. And I think that her edit was not the best this season. And I do hope she comes back, but I don't think as you pull up that cast, I don't think she's coming back next season.
Well, I follow a few Twitter accounts that have get spoilery info from production, and some of them said before this season started that production was unhappy with how boring both of the Ambers were. Just one of them win. But I feel Amber just. I mean, we saw her on Big Brother 16. We saw her on the feeds. We saw her unedited. She got a bad rap with, or she got a bad shot with Beast Mode Cowboy just being a fucking loony. But she wasn't really that exciting to watch. No. If the feeds were on her or Zach Rance, I'm gonna pick Zach Rance to watch, that type of thing.
But I'll bet your ass, Tyler, that Casey's on this season, and she's worse.
Yeah, well, okay.
As far as entertainment value,
are we gonna speedball? Speedball, is that what you call it? I don't know.
Because a lot of the cast is just the same.
We don't need to go into a whole lot if it's the same people.
Yeah, so we have, and this is all speculation. Filming starts tomorrow, actually.
Wow.
So Nani, Nelson. Amanda Garcia, Nam. I'm happy to see Nam back.
Hey, all right.
For reasons.
No Lolo. Pray for no Lolo.
Tori Deal with the definition for opportunist.
What the fuck is that?
They're trolling her.
A lot of people online do not like Tori. I don't really know why, but
she doesn't do anything for me, so I don't get it. Oh, yep, Devin's my man.
Marie's
Devin.
Devin's my man.
Are you the 1-3 and Marie on the beach?
If I was Shape, I would be the Devin of a challenge. That's me. I'm Devin mixed with Kyle, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we said all season, Devin is he knows that this is a TV show first and foremost. So he knows that this season was so fucking boring, and so he's gonna instigate anything with Josh that he can. Liv Jawando.
Wait a minute, who was that?
Liv Jawando.
Who's Jawanda?
Liv Jawando.
Who's Liv
I
Jawando?
literally have no idea.
It says the show she's from, Shipwrecked.
Correct.
I think that's like, was that a US show? I don't even think that's a US show.
I've never even heard of
don't know.
the show Shipwrecked. Fessy.
Horrible
Shocker.
selfie.
Ashley Mitchell.
Chopped his own head off.
Corey Wharton. Jay. Oh, Big T is also from Shipwrecked. Okay.
All right, Big T's back. All right. I love Big T. I'm in love. I love Big T. She's
good.
I love her.
Josh Martinez, Anissa, Mark Byron.
Okay.
Oh my
Mark
gosh, have you seen BBUK? This guy is like he's like airhead amongst airhead. He's like Jose, man. Like, I mean, and I don't want to like.
That's what
I don't want to draw too many comparisons because Jose is just the worst of the worst. But like Mark is nicer and maybe has a little bit more of a level head, but he's just so kind of loopy.
Honestly, the challenge needs a little bit more messy right now. I think so. Like I think that's a good decision.
He will be.
Emmy Alope from Survivor Romania.
Okay.
Kyle.
Yes.
Kel's from Too Hot to Handle. Casey. Michelle Fitzgerald. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, the survivors are coming. That's right.
Yes.
Ed from The Circle. He was in like 3 episodes before being voted off. Jeremiah White. Michelle Schubert.
Don't know.
Wendell. Tommy Sheehan from Survivor.
Yeah.
CT.
He's back.
Michaela. I'm excited about this.
Yes.
Michaela from Survivor.
Yeah. Oh, she's the. Yes. Her and Devin together. Yes.
Yeah, that'll be good. I feel like Michaela and Josh are gonna get in a really entertaining fight.
Oh my god, I hope so.
Emmanuel Niegu, Survivor Romania. Gabos. Allison, I should have you try to read.
Oh my god. Yes, I hope this guy beats the shit out of Fessy. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah. I hope he wears them like a backpack.
Oh, and some last minute updates from some people that were released from the cast before it started. So Jay is not going to be on. Wes is not on. Let's see. Priscilla and Yabu. Love Island UK. Oh, Amber is going to be on. Okay.
Really?
All right.
That's a change. Okay, that's new for me. That's new to me.
Interesting. We'll see if she'll win her 2nd season out of 2. Marco Ferry. Lauren Coogan. Liv was released from quarantine, as was Michelle Schubert. Ricarda Ratz. And Wendell was also released.
Oh no, Wendell.
And Amin Elkatch. And is this guy like even human? Like I don't understand. Like that's
they had to find people to battle with Fessy. They had to find people, and they looks like they've found a couple beasts.
I mean, this is like this.
Wait a minute, go back. I need to analyze something in this picture.
Is he photoshopped? Like, what's that?
Yeah. Just where's his nipples? Like he literally has no nipples.
Oh, true. Maybe he's photoshopped.
Yeah, exactly. That's very nice. Look at that
like
for a while.
Captain America. We're gonna get him, and it's gonna be the opposite. Reverse Captain America.
That's too much for me. I don't know about that.
Okay, we have a good comment. Tori said so. I mean, Adrian, sorry. So Tori was apparently contacting the rumored rookies and vets before going on, and somebody screenshot her message, basically pre-gaming. So that's why people don't like her. Who doesn't mother effing pre-game? Like y'all act like that's not a thing. It freaking happens. Am I right, Bill?
Well, I mean, I have a dark past with pre-gaming, but when I did it and I won All Stars of Sequester, it was legal.
Yeah, who cares?
Don't worry what all the bitter Bettys say that I slayed. Sorry.
Get over it.
I pregame better than you.
Yeah, exactly. Get over it and stop it.
Especially when like all these people are on their like 300th challenge, you know, like they know who's gonna be there. So why not like start setting yourself up early? One last question for you guys before we close out. A lot of buzz has been online today about there's a season of Big Brother missing from Paramount Plus. And that season is Big Brother 16. So I want to hear you guys' theories on why they took that season out.
Amber's taking her $450,000 and suing CBS for Beast Mode Cowboy.
Okay.
Is that it? Is that it?
Okay, I like that theory. We don't know. I just figured that this would be a fun game to speculate.
Oh,
I haven't even looked. I was gonna go rewatch a little bit of the Las Vegas with Leroy in it.
That's also not there.
And that's not there.
Yeah.
So Big Brother 16 isn't there.
Yeah.
Well, I would like an answer for that.
I don't know.
Don't bring it up if you can't give me an answer.
I'd like to. So I would like to think that it's because Frankie Grande was so embarrassed with how he acted, like while he was waiting for the votes to be read, like for America's Favorite House Guest. And Julie announced the top 3, and Frankie's not even in the top 3. Just the look on his face is chef's kiss.
So are you saying his sister did Ariana buy season 16 just to remove it for her brother? That'd be amazing.
Like, so Ariana, you want us to remove Big Brother 16 from Paramount Plus, right? And she's like, yeah.
Hey,
the
Ariana,
whole season, right?
Can
Yeah.
you pay off my subscription to Paramount?
No.
Wait, isn't there a whole big Zach Rance thing out there right now? Didn't Zach Rance mess up recently?
So Zach Rance is a life coach now, which is that's a choice as well. But in typical Florida fashion, he is very anti-mask, anti-vax, anti COVID anything. So there's a video of him floating around being like, I work out, I eat healthy, I don't need the vaccine. Like my body's gonna get through this, and like Democrats are just like making this such a big deal for political reasons, and it's just like he's like on like a whole different planet. So when I was saying like I'd rather watch Zach Rance earlier on the feeds talking about him versus Amber, I meant in the time capsule of Big Brother 16.
Yeah,
of course,
I would have said the same thing.
I'm wearing blue for a reason, but
in the moment of BB16, Zach Rance was everything.
Yeah,
to
totally.
me too. Yeah,
totally.
That sucked. That really is sad. He really fell and hit the ground like from heaven. Like after that season with so many things with Evil Dick and all that stuff.
Oh, Matt Henning brings up a good point. Zach Rance and Jose tried to do some OnlyFans stuff together, and it pissed a lot of people off. That's right. Heard about that. But yeah, so that's it for the challenge double agents. We're here. I feel like I have aged like a million years since this started.
Wait, I'm kind of, excuse me, I'm on board with this.
That's a good theory too.
100%, Caitlin. It's always Nicole Franzel's
We need Beth here to say like, guys, I didn't like my original.
Guys, I didn't mean to do that. I know I've completely pussified Victor. Anyway.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Did you hear Beth the other day talking to Nicole and Eric, and she brought up Allison and Allison's favorite, like your final 2 speech that won you sequester back in the day of, and they were talking when we were talking about like how fast you could type. You only won because you could type fast, remember? And then you responded, well. You said something about swimming she was swimming somewhere in her daddy's nutsack.
I was taking typing classes when she was swimming around in her daddy's nuts.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
I haven't watched
That's better than Coral. That's better than Coral, in my opinion. When I saw that, I was crying laughing.
Things I've ever said. Why Beth would bring that up?
That's their impression of you. That's their first impression.
Right. So excited.
God,
We're talking about sperm and nuts.
Always on my weekly meltdown. Always. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Nothing else to say.
Way to end the show. We provided better TV today than MTV did. Sorry, MTV.
Bill, I hope you get the blood off of your face at some point.
I hope that.
Yeah, my students
off.
are going to wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Allison, go ahead and close this out. I don't know.
Don't give them any ideas of what else is going to be. It's just blood.
So
just
tired. Like my head is like all over the place.
This is great though. This is so much fun.
Depending on how the reunion goes, because it's always split up in 2 parts. I mean, I'm not saying there might be a coverage of that, of just the reunion as a whole. It could just be me. If Tyler wants to do it, he can. I know Beth's not. If Bill wants to do it with me and we can bring Henning on or something. Like, I just think if we did like a whole of the reunion and just cut up, I think that would be fun. But let's see how it goes first, because I'm just curious.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But other than that, we will be back tomorrow night covering Big Brother Canada 9 shit dumpster fire train wreck eviction episode that I'm dying. I've no nails left.
The fubble's coming.
I'm so upset I'm not going to be here tomorrow to talk about what is like the worst week of strategy in Big Brother history, according to Taryn, and that really says a lot. And I agree with him, because it is. Nice. I mean, a Marcellus is happening basically, which is. I have no words. Yeah.
Well, we're putting around ideas to fill in the Wednesday slot, and to keep you guys. I don't want to just see everyone once a week. I like doing 2 shows a week, so we're going to figure something out, and we're also working on some patron shows. So, with that being said, please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube and hit the little bell. You get notifications when we go live, because sometimes Allison waits until 20 minutes before the challenge starts to post it on Twitter, because she forgets.
I'm a patron. You won't regret it. You could end up like me, being on My Weekly Meltdown with blood all over your chin.
Yeah.
I mean, what? And you can follow us on Twitter at MW_meltdown on Twitter. Also, we're on My Weekly Meltdown on Instagram. And you can follow Tyler at T-Line is in the window, and Zooty McBooty Bill. Is that everywhere or just Twitter?
That's just Twitter. The only place I want you to find me.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be found anywhere else. Just leave him alone. Okay? He doesn't have time for this. Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys back tomorrow. Everybody stay safe. Take care. We'll see you guys then. Bye.